Hello, my fellow warmongers, and how is everyone doing on this fine day? Alright, it's Feral War here, and welcome to another replay for Total War Warhammer. So, as you can see, Sartorial is giving orders to charge, and we're going to start charging in a minute now. So, in this particular replay, we have us another DAWI hammer. And this build I created is all armor piercing. So on the flanks I've got two Chaos Warriors with great weapons and two Chaos Warriors with great weapons. In the center there I've got three Chaos Marauders and backed up by an aspiring champ right behind the Chaos Marauders to give them this encouraging aura so they wouldn't break immediately. I've got for my Lord Sartorial with nothing except Transmutation of Lead and the skill that gives him the armor piercing to the whole map. Metal Shifting, plus 4% armor piercing damage. I've got a Chariot on the left flank there, and I've got a Chaos Knights with Lances on the right flank, and right in front of the Dwarves there, I've got two Marauder Horsemen with Throwing Axes. I don't usually use them, but I use them after I get either in two situations. The first one, if he has Gyrocopters, I use the Marauder Horsemen to keep them away from my army, or the Chariot, or the Cav, or whatever he's going to target. Or I use them to just like get in the flanks, attack like maybe for example the Peak Gate Guard or the Grumbling Guard or something like that. So for my opponent's build, he's got a front line of on the center there. He's got two Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, two Dwarf Warriors with great weapons on the left flank and the right flank. Three Thunders. As you can see, we've got us like a very small new box over here. We got us a Rune Lord on foot with Master Rune of what are they called? I rarely play dwarves. I just played dwarf and I camped in the corner. I did some stupid shit. My opponent thought like I'm a camping kind of fag, so he called me a fag. But anyways, I was just trying out dwarves. I suck with dwarves, so yeah. So he has a Master Rune of Negation, a Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin, and Master Rune of Oath and Steel, and all his other runes. The other runesmith, he has everything as well. A backline of Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, a Longbeards in reserve, Dragonback Slayers in reserve, and Peak Gate Guards in reserve. I think he thinks those Peak Gate Guards are hidden because actually they're not, I think. Yep, they're not hidden. So how this build works is I send in Sartorial in the beginning to break through the lines and just get in this center here and just do havoc, cause havoc as much as possible. Just like keep the Thunders busy so my Marauders and Chaos Warriors can get into the front line and just beat their asses. So I started up the charge. I should have went with Sartorial first to soak up some missile fire, but because here all my units are hidden actually. Like the dwarves cannot see my units, so I'm cool with it. Still, they can't see Sartorial till now. Neither can they see the Marauder Horsemen. I'm just starting up with the flanks, the Chariot and the Chaos Knights with Lances. The Chaos Knights with Lances are already hidden. My opponent saw them coming in, so wisely he moved away from the forest. And okay, let's get this started then. So as you can see, I sent in Sartorial first, which the first thing they'll do is see the Thunders, they're obstructed. You shouldn't have put them really right in the front like this. So as you can see, because of these Thunders being very close to each other, all of them are just like standing right there. Like they just got occupied and they're not firing anything. So any value he was thinking of getting out of those Thunders is completely gone. I went in with my Chariots for a charge, backed up again because he sent the Dragonback Slayers on them. My Chaos Marauders are already fighting the Dwarf Warriors. The Dwarf Warriors didn't get a charge off, so my units got their charge in. My opponent sent in the Dragonback Slayers after the Chariots, which emptied up this area for my Knights to just crash in. I went in for another charge with the Chariots because, come on, Chariots, you need to keep charging them out and in, out and in, out and in. As you can see, it's very clumped up. My opponent did a very big mistake by clumping up all his units like this. Yes, it's always good to have a clumped up Dwarven army to get the runes on everyone, but in the same time, the Thunders, they can't fire anything because they're on a downhill and my troops are covered by his troops. That's the first thing. Second thing, they're all very close. So Sartorial is just going wild on these guys. Just doing whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and I've got a Transmutation of Lead casted, so right now they're not. I think they have 0 melee attack. Yep, The dwarves currently have 0 melee attack because of the transmutation of lead, so they're not actually dishing out any damage. And see Sartorial, I'm just running around with him, doing whatever I want, and the dwarves, they have nothing to counter that, except the Dragonback Slayers, which are locked in fighting these Chaos Warriors. And every time they start to get away, I send in the chariot to get my opponent to send his Dragonback Slayers on the chariots. But right now he's sending his Dragonback Slayers in the middle there. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, by the way, Sartorial is not a hero sniper, so do not use him on other lords or heroes. He sucks at it, he doesn't have armor piercing damage, his attacks are magic attacks, so he works on other like casters, but not the dwarves. All he's good with the dwarves is just, you know, breaking the line. Like dropping down troops, making them lose formation, you know, like here. This flank is like this area right here. It's broken, so now I'm pushing in with my units. I'll start pushing in with my units so I can just get in the center there. My knights are already here. They went through all the way through from here to there, and this is supposed to be a very tight formation for a dwarf, and I broke it easily using Sartorial. Very easily, actually. And see, Thunders, they're always obstructed. Always obstructed. So I noticed that I have a free range from here to there, so I went in with my Chaos Knights with lances and chariots to go on these Longbeards because I didn't get any damage on them. I was like, okay, why not? Let's get some damage on these guys. Peak Gate Guard, he's getting nothing out of him. Like I casted another transmutation of lead on everyone there, so currently no one is attacking again. See, like the Peak Gate Guard, they have a melee attack of... Oh, it's gone. The transmutation of lead is gone. Oh no, he's here. So Thunders have 0. See, everything broke. It's just like you cannot. With this build, I have been having a lot of success against dwarves, and especially that there's a lot of new players in the game right now. A lot of you that are watching are new to this game as well. New players tend to go with the dwarves because they're the safest choice. Like dwarves are considered to be the safest. Like you cannot do a lot of mistakes with dwarves, you know. But in the same time, dwarves are they're considered to be tier 3 because they don't have anything against Cav. Yeah, they have the Dragonback Slayers, but they're very expensive, so you can't really hold down a lot of Cav units by them. You can just get 1 or 2 Slayers, and then you'll feel like your army is very haggard. So this build actually destroys the dwarves. Like my opponent in 3, 2, 1, he's gonna quit right now, and then that's game for me. Let's look at the stats so I can show you how bad his, like 1, 8, and 8. These are not numbers on Thunders against Chaos Warriors. So 58 on the Peak Gate Guard, of course, like if you don't get a lot of kills on those. 86 on the Dragonback Slayers. Oh, that's actually nice. I think they were fighting Marauders, most probably. Yeah, most probably, because or maybe these Chaos Warriors, but they wouldn't dish out that much damage on Chaos Warriors. Sartorial, freakishly annoying lord against the dwarves. You cannot hold him down with anything except the Dragonback Slayers because they have this slow effect. Like this thing where they cause the other opponent they're fighting to like walk slowly or speed decrease. But other than that, just this build, like see, like 3 Marauders, 4 Chaos Warriors, Aspiring Champions, all chevroned up to rank 4 with a Chariot and Chaos Knights with lances. The Marauder Horseman with throwing axes can be switched to get a caster or keep him, like depending on how you want to work him. Other than that, if you guys have any feedback, please don't forget to leave it here. Look at the left over there. That's a subscribe button. If you like what you see, please hit that button. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. There's the link for my other quick battles. If you're liking what you see, please guys don't forget to subscribe, like, give me feedback, comments. All I want is your support so I can keep getting better at making these videos. Alright guys, cheers and have a nice day. See ya.